I don't know. That's what you look like when you're crawling. You're like fucking machine guns on your back, and you're crawling in the island, looking through the fucking
mud
vines.
all over, dude. Ugh.
You pull out a picture. You pull out a picture of your kid and be like, I wish you knew this is all for you.
Pretty good at drinking beer. That's the new song.
Who sings it? Cheers.
I don't know. Hey, speaking of not drinking beer, here's cheers, dude.
Now is it Tully versus Jameson? That's like the Protestant versus like Irish Catholic thing?
You're thinking Bushmills, my guy.
It's Bushmills. Oh yeah.
Yep.
True that. I'm out of the game now.
It's all right, dude. You still work in a bar.
But we have one Irish whiskey.
Is it Jameson?
It's Tullamore Dew.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah, and it's
you guys
only
must be
because
fucking fancy.
Yeah, we have one Irish whiskey, 3 scotches, and like 50 Amaros.
Tells me everything I need to know about your bar, right there. Yep.
You just got to say that it tastes like a different type of pine or nut, and people are like, oh, cool.
It tastes like fucking dirt. Did you ever thought about like the fact that it tastes like dirt? It's delicious dirt.
There's some... Fernet has a giant place in my heart, for sure.
Oh, I love Fernet, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting you the hat one of these days.
The dude I like Fernet?
Dude I like Fernet or man I love Fernet? I don't know which one I'm going to get you.
That'd be really cool. Welcome to Horror Whiskey Company, where a show where we drink more than we report on things, I would say. Do we ask right questions?
Shibuya.
No way.
Shibuya roll call.
We definitely don't trust our instincts.
Shibuya roll call.
So grab a drink and please lower your expectations and don't say, we'll be right back.
Ooh. Yeah, we learned that one in the last episode, huh?
We got a fun little docket for you tonight where we're just going to, do our fun little gab and kind of talk about the things that we've watched and heard these last couple weeks.
Jibber jabbers.
And so Peter would like to look. Maybe let's figure out
Jamie,
what
who
you're
are
drinking
you?
in that horn.
Who are you, dude? Yeah,
I'm a man of constant sorrow. Why?
You didn't introduce us at all. You're Jamie, dude. Man of constant sorrow. James, I'm Shibuya roll call Pete. That's me tonight.
I'm Jamie. That's Shibuya roll call Pete. Wow.
Shibuya.
Sorry.
Shibuya roll call.
It's hard to believe that this is our 60th episode because I completely forgot to say who we are. We're Horror Whiskey Company. We're a podcast that talks about true crime and murder and horror movies.
Shibuya roll call.
And we would love for you, if you're just first time listening, to like, subscribe, and get notifications and really come along with us, grow with us, or watch us. You're probably younger. Watch us slowly decay into our angrier, true crime obsessed selves and see who goes bald first. I bet it's Peter. We're on.
You got a head start on me though.
Yeah, we're on the path to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
And we're gaining some steam. And I think it's because people want to see Peter drink Cosmos for an entire year straight because that's what he promised. So
bitch, I love a pink drink.
Please continue to hammer those. Your friends, let everyone know. My friend Tom, he told me that he was watching YouTube at a hotel and he randomly just he subscribed to our podcast from that hotel's YouTube. And
yes, please do that.
Baller
dedication to the game.
Every hotel, give that Horror Whiskey Company a like and subscribe and then listen. Put it on your TV. Walk away. I don't care. Don't fucking listen, dude, but let it run all the way through. The chat. Let those algorithm gods think that everyone likes us so we can start our conglomerate and make whiskey and make true crime.
It's us against the AI, right? We want to win. Support the human. Support your boys. Get up in the chat. Share it. Like it. Comment. Yeah. All that good stuff. Right? Tell us we're dumb.
We are dumb. Well, what are you drinking, Pete? Now that I remember to say who we are.
Yep. I got my classic. I'm drinking just traditional, dude. Jameson. And I'm also drinking green bottles only tonight. Dos Equis.
Dos Equis out of the bottle, dude? Good for you.
Dos Equis. Well, I'm drinking out of the horn, dude. Why not?
You're drinking the horn. Horning it up. Well, I am rivaling you with Tullamore. When the pumpkin song got no legs, walking around, going to the sea. I'm from Ireland, and I chant when I'm at a bar because it's Tullamore.
Sweet. Oh, what are you drinking for beer, dude? You're Irish as shit tonight, aren't you?
I'm staying in the Irish family, and I got my beautiful chalice of Murphy's Irish Stout until I run out.
I have a question.
They had a whole 24-pack that I bought in bulk.
That's what I was going to ask.
I did. I bought a 24-pack of Murphy's because it was there, and I could. And I was excited. And it's winter, and you live in the city of brotherly love, and you really start ripping Guinness on this East Coast. And so I fully committed to this in the style of Murphy's because of that.
Love that, dude. That's sick. All right. We got sponsors out of the way. That's what we're drinking tonight. Jamie, do you have any true crime updates for us, dude?
I do have one. It might be a couple weeks old from when you hear this, but maybe you live under a rock and you only listen to us. But
like me.
They decided that Luigi Mangione cannot get the death penalty.
Big L's, dude. Big L's in the chat. Get them up. Get the big L's up, dog. No death penalty for Luigi.
Which, like Peter said,
mean he's free, right?
No, people think he's going to get free because of all the dumb shit the cops did on this whole thing.
They did a lot of dumb shit.
Like the gun that he used is no longer allowed to be used because of all the shit we've talked about before in the past. But he's definitely going to go to prison forever. He did murder someone. There was a higher.
There's no way he's getting out of this.
Or he might maybe gets killed by the Epstein constituents. They're still out there.
Oh, yeah, like all of them? Depends on who you ask. It could be literally anyone that has ever had power ever.
Do you want to go into this, or do you have any updates you want to talk about?
No, I think this is a perfect transition. We're going straight into Epstein Fileland. It's the Fileland. Epstein Fileland, because it's aisles and files.
It is everywhere. And it is everywhere I look. Anything that has never been solved is now something from Epstein.
Every move he made, every YouTube video, you know who's going to be on it. Epstein.
But I shit you not. I don't know if you went down some of these wormholes.
No, you're a YouTube guy.
Well, I didn't even YouTube it. I've really been watching Barstool Sports Survivor on YouTube.
What?
But
how is that at all tied into this?
It's not, but that's what I'm watching on YouTube. But
I see.
On TikTok, I've been going through wormholes, and I went into a really dark one about how Micheal Jackson was not a pedophile, but he was actually saving these kids from Epstein's island. And so they turned it on. They turned it on Micheal Jackson.
Hold on.
Because of this.
When he was dangling the kid out the window, there was a big trampoline underneath them, and he was trying to throw him out of the Epstein household? Is that what happened?
That was his own son. But I can't quote him on it because I didn't.
You can neither confirm nor deny.
No, but a lot of it has to do with Macaulay Culkin, having
the Home Alone kid.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin had a lot to say about how Micheal Jackson was in fact not a pedophile, and they would just
sleep
in the same bed together, and they wouldn't do anything. They just really were kids together.
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson,
and Macaulay Culkin.
Slept in. Yeah. Which, did you ever watch that 4-part documentary, Surviving Neverland?
Yeah, for sure. That came out forever ago, but yeah.
Well, so those two people are just liars, you say? Who do we believe? Who do we believe?
Wait, but they're just friends?
They're all just friends.
What we're getting? All right, so I'm just going to like put this into perspective. Michael Jackson is born in 1958. Let's even make this math easy by rounding that to 1960. Okay. Macaulay Culkin, born in 1980, right? So we're talking, they're a 20-year age difference plus a couple years. I don't know. I think that's a bit much to be like hanging out, sharing beds.
As just friends.
Yeah, as friends, especially when you have a giant mansion that obviously, you know, not trying to say one way or another, but like say you're down on your luck, you got a tough upbringing, there's not a whole lot of bedrooms and you got to share a bed with someone. That's one thing. I don't think there was a whole lack of beds going on at Neverland Ranch. I don't know that for sure, but it didn't look like it in the documentary. It seems to me that, you know, just sleeping with your buddy and not doing much with a 20-year age difference is maybe a bit cross the line, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe he's just like, his brain is just was a kid because what his dad did to make him act like an adult that whole time, that he just literally had the mental IQ of a child.
I think that makes it more likely that it's weird. Not
that's
innocent.
A good point. All right.
That's just me. I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, if he really is. So I'm sure that was somehow discussed in the Epstein wormhole that you gone down. Speaking of which, have you seen that there's I don't know how much you want to get into this conspiracy stuff, but I've been hearing a lot of buzzes and rumors about the fact that Epstein isn't even dead. He's just hanging out in Israel.
Yeah. The death was faked.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how much do you believe?
Oh, you know, I would say on the scale from one being Jeffrey Epstein is dead and he was a really good guy who was just a philanthropist, I would put that at a 1. And at 10, I would say that he's responsible for everything bad that's happening in the entire world and that he's still alive and maybe like one of these weird overlords that's trying to control everything around us. At a 10, I'm going to situate myself at a nice like 4.5.
Wow, really?
Actually, so maybe I'm getting closer to like a 6 if I really think about it. I have some weird questions about where he got all his money. I know that he started out and pretty much his job was pretty much ripping people off. Like, I know that he was employed by people and he was really good at like pretty much embezzling money from the people that he worked for. And it was like a well-known thing that not only was he really a shitty dude as far as keeping track of people's money, but also definitely involved with like hanging out with children and he had lots of weird stuff. I'm not exactly sure why he rose to the fame that he was in. I do have lots of conspiracies that I've heard, some concerning the fact that maybe he was like a Mossad agent, Mossad being like the CIA of Israel, and that he was pretty much just a massive blackmail in human form for the Israeli government. I've heard that. I've also heard that, yeah, he was just a fucking ridiculous. People trusted him a lot because he was able to give these people who were business moguls the life that they thought they earned by becoming business moguls. And that never came until he was able to provide it for him, like for these people.
So you think
that answer your question? Sorry.
No, not at all. That you whiz. I guess So if he's at a 6 of you thinking that everything is leaked to him, you say a lot of this stuff is potentially true.
We are seeing more and more evidence coming out, although it's all really weirdly conflated and redacted and all this stuff. It's intentionally muddy, in my opinion, right? So the fact that we get answers that aren't really answers is concerning. My conspiracy brain immediately jumps to the fact that like we're missing something and they're intentionally hiding something. But I'm just a guy that's just seeing shit from the sidelines. And honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed by the whole matter that I haven't been paying a ton of attention to it. As far as like the whole, like whether I believe it or like the conspiracy theories of things, yeah, I'd have to say that I'm still undecided on how deep the conspiracy really runs, because it's really hard to tell, because the people that are in charge of getting this information to the public are the people that are named in the information anyways. So it's really tough if we're ever going to get a straight answer on this.
When there's no way, unless someone can completely take down the entire government, is the only way we'll find out.
Are you proposing like a coup, or is this like someone's gonna just like bring out a bunch of information? Because like we're seeing younger people getting into Congress and stuff like that I'm guessing haven't had anything to do, because Epstein has kind of been blacklisted for the last, let's say, 10 years since he got arrested, right? Was it about 10 years?
Yeah. And that is,
I believe it was somewhere around the first Trump, like middle of Trump's first term was like 2018. I feel like that's when all this shit happened. And he, like, it's crazy though, right? It doesn't feel like all this shit happened. Let's call it 6 to 8 years ago, but it's definitely been at least that long.
Wow, that's wild. So you think we just need time and eventually not everyone's going to be pedophiles? Or do you think like they're going to eventually have to come in and they're like get sworn into this crazy skull and bone shit like they've been doing for the last 100 years, and it continues going on because of that?
In my honest opinion, there's a really easy quote that sums this whole thing up, is that absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? And Jeffrey Epstein had a fantastically good knack at getting to people that were in power to get his way. I think that it's going to be really hard to see, specifically in the late 80s, all through the 90s and in the 2000s, anyone that had a significant sway. We're talking entertainment, politics, anything really that was major in power has somehow, which is crazy how this happened, but has run across him and has been involved with him. It's really hard to understand how that happens until you understand what his purpose was to these people. And like I said, I think his purpose was to provide all these people that thought that when they got to the top, they were going to have the life that somehow this fucking weirdo from New York was able to provide these people with, of like, oh yeah, all these girls will be hanging out and everyone will be, chit chatting with the who's who and all this stuff. Like, you get to the top and you think that you've made it and you can have whatever you want, but you don't get it, because that's not how life works, right? You don't just get whatever you want when you finally made it to the top, right? You have to have this guy who slides in there and says, hey, I can get you what you thought you were going to get. Elaborate parties, girls, I don't know, weird connections, all this stuff.
I think the only way we'll find out is if we're taken over by another country.
Aliens.
Or if someone fucking takes the government out.
Okay.
Which, if there was any reason to, it'd be if they're all fucking killing children.
If everyone's pedophiles and killing children, that would be a big bummer.
Yeah. I also saw that they think that John Benet Ramsey was linked to it, which I think that's clickbait, because I definitely think it was her.
Oh, we've talked about this. You think it's her brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, Burke. Is it Burke or Bert? I can't remember. So wait, so they think that she was kidnapped to be part of this group?
They think they took her and brought her to the island, and then she was killed there.
That's interesting. The island is nuts, too. Let's just say that. The fact that he had his own island of depravity, I think we should, maybe, if we ever figured out what happened to Atlantis, we should probably do that to the Epstein Island.
Well, can't we go to the Epstein Island?
Yeah, no, it's a thing. You can just go there. No, someone else bought it, I think. I think it's owned by someone new. Also worth questioning, FBI. I don't know who, but maybe talk to the guy who bought the Epstein Island. Be like, hey, can we go in? I think they certainly have enough to get a warrant to go to the island, although it may be out of U.S. jurisdiction, so they don't have the right to go there.
Billionaire Stephen Deckoff, founder of ST Investments, purchased Jeffrey Epstein's former island.
Okay, yeah,
for
the dude that's a billionaire investor. I'm guessing we should probably talk to that guy.
That guy probably also is a naughty boy.
Yeah, no shit. We're hearsay, so let's just. This is all speculation here for the legal people out there that are looking to sue us. You can't. We're just speculating.
We don't have any money. Anyway,
it's all so fair. That's interesting, John Monet. But yeah, no, for sure, we got to get to the island, right? We got to look it up, go there, look around, poke around. There was like all these documents.
What are you doing next week, then, dude?
I don't. I can't go.
Do you want a boat or anything? You got hockey.
Yeah, I got to be on the road.
Is this not more important?
I'm gonna have to weigh that up and do like a pro con sheet.
Hey, I'm sorry I can't make it to your hockey matches. I have to go explore Jeffrey Epstein's island to make sure they're not there still raping children.
Yeah,
dude, that's what heroes do. Sometimes you miss some of your kids' baseball games in order to save fucking humanity, Peter.
If this isn't the fucking plot of every single action movie I've ever seen, I don't know what it is.
The kid will understand.
Kid, I can't make it. But then I show up for like the third period of the last game. Makes it all okay.
You just like, while you're crawling, I don't know, that's what you look like when you're crawling. You like fucking machine guns on your back and you're crawling in the island, looking through the fucking
mud
vines.
All over, dude. Get out.
And then you just pull out a picture of your kid. You pull out a picture of your kid and be like, I wish you knew this is all for you.
I'm doing this for you.
And he doesn't know that you're saving him. Just missing the
But he
hockey
will.
game.
But I'll be dead by then. But he'll know.
If you're bad at being a spy, then yeah. So probably you shouldn't.
Well, yeah, but no, that's how it always ends. Like, tell him I love him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a good 40 pounds overweight these days. I shouldn't be trying to sneak through no island and try to kill no pedophiles.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get stuck on the beach drinking pina coladas.
They'll be like, hey man, it's like Frank Reynolds. I was on the island, but only for the snorkeling.
I heard they had good cocktails. I heard there was a great mixologist. I had to come visit.
Of course, we're like, so I'm working for 2 hours on this damn island.
Got me roped into a barback shift at Epstein's Island.
So it was so basically the moral of the story is everything is linked to this. We'll never really, truly ever know who is completely part of this, and no one will be held accountable.
It's just, I don't know why it's just like hitting me so hard right now, but it's just so crazy that he's dead, that we can't get any answers out of this. And to me, it's just so, like, if you don't believe that there's a conspiracy where people had him killed, I don't understand what you're thinking, right? He has the most information and dirt on an entire country's political leadership and entertainment, and let's just call it the people, the movers and shakers. How does this guy just die before he flips on everyone? It's crazy to me to think that he's not someone that was killed in jail.
I don't think he's alive.
I don't think he's alive either. They would not leave that to chance.
No. Who do you think kills him, though?
It doesn't matter, dude. You'll never be able to trace it.
Yeah. Also, do you think everyone eats babies and are all satanic?
Only on Saturdays, I think.
So no, you don't? You don't think that all these people, all these politicians, you don't want to say this because you don't want them coming after you. I get it. Okay.
Dude, I read the Franklin cover-up. It's a crazy story. It's pretty much like the pre-version of this, of the Epstein thing. It's book came out in the early 90s and kind of said the same thing, that there's this guy who was a mover and shaker in the middle of like Franklin, I think it's Kansas, or in the middle of Kansas, right? But anyways, this story's old, right? This isn't the first time we've heard the story of someone who's super well connected that provides weird, fucked up shit, and people do weird things. It's kind of one of those things that was the birth of the satanic panic, along with the Macmillan School. I think what happens when we take these, oh, they were eating children and all this stuff, is that it distracts you from being like, yeah, these things really happened. I think that there was some weird like sexual abuse stuff and human trafficking, and a lot of weird political deals were going on under the guise of statesmanship, and definitely were just being used by these people that were trying to get their rocks off. But then you add in these weird other things, and I think what that's doing is trying to make people say, well, no, the whole thing's too ridiculous, because if you don't believe that, you don't believe any of it, right? But
that's
you
can
separate that out and find like, okay, there's definitely something that was really weird happening with everyone that was tied to Epstein. And it doesn't have to be eating babies, and it doesn't have to be they were sitting around and having cocktails and that's it, right? It can be in the middle, and it can be weird, and it doesn't have to be this unbelievable other thing. I'm not going to rule it out, but I don't think that's it.
No, that makes so much sense. Just like smoky mirrors. They're like, all right, we're definitely caught. So let's just throw it on everyone. This person's part of this. This person's part of it. This person's part of it. That way, no one knows exactly what to believe.
Well, dude, we talk about this all the time. It's like legal defenses. Like, if he didn't do this, then you can't charge him of this. So it's like, well, no, those things can be separate, right? You try to make these claims too big, so that it makes the crimes that actually happen not really look bad. And this is too unbelievable. So if we don't believe that, we can't believe this. But like, that's not necessarily the case. I think that all these maybe a little bit far-fetched claims are just meant to be distractions, or things that push regular people that don't want to believe that people can do those things over the edge to say, nah, I don't believe any of it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Where do we go from here?
Dude, I think
on to the next one.
Logical place to go here is maybe the biggest story, especially for Disappearance. I mean, I don't know. You could tell me if I'm wrong, but the Nancy Guthrie disappearance is maybe the biggest story since JonBenet Ramsey. Like, dominating headlines. We have, granted, it's an old lady, right? But Nancy Guthrie is the 84-year-old mother of the NBC, is it NBC? CBS Today
Show,
co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Now, she goes missing the beginning of this month. January 31st is when she's last seen. Dropped off 1st, at her. Yeah, 31st into February 1st. She's dropped off at home by the family the evening before she disappeared, and she's reported missing the next morning when she doesn't go to church via, I'm going to guess, Zoom or something like that. I can't believe that this old lady can even use a computer or any of this technology, but apparently she's been doing this since COVID.
Yeah.
Good for her for
it's
doing
not so bad.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know how you notice someone's not there when you're signing in virtually. Kind of seems weird to me, but whatever. She's 84 years old, so maybe her family's like, all right, we're scrolling down the list. Oh, where the fuck is grandma? Grandma's not here anymore.
She never misses it. That makes sense.
No, dude, she's getting close timing. You know, you want to see someone who's religious. Find someone who's close.
Yeah.
To dying.
Yeah, but they would notice that she's not there because she never misses a Sunday church.
Yep. She's either dead or missing. Or potentially both.
What are the odds of an 84-year-old woman being kidnapped? And that's what happened. They have like on the Ring camera her being kidnapped.
It's not their Ring camera. I don't think. I think it's a neighbor's Ring camera. Or it's like a nearby gas station. I can't remember where it's from.
Well, it's like also there was some hoopla online about how they didn't have camera like shots at first, and then like a week later, like, oh yeah, never mind, we do. Like they said that they didn't, like she didn't pay for her subscription to her Ring camera, and then like a week later it was all there. Which could also mean that she just like they had it, but they didn't want to be like, oh yeah, it's recording all the time.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I could also see that being something that like Ring as a company straight up is just going to do it anyways, and then you can view it if you pay for it, but they're going to record either way.
That's exactly. Yeah,
so maybe she let the subscription lapse, and they're like, Ring, just so you know, we don't care about your privacy at all. We've been recording the entire time, whether you subscribe or not.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was like, they were like, yeah, we got it. But so it was a week before. It was
so this lady goes missing, and immediately family and police are treating this as a criminal abduction and not a voluntary disappearance. Notably, like nothing of hers is like necessarily missing. Like her car is still there, and this is still a case that's ongoing. We have, I believe there's like some blood that was found on the front porch. Surveillance footage, like Jamie said, has shown a masked individual wearing gloves, carrying a backpack near her home at the time of the disappearance. Now, a week or we're honestly like almost 3 weeks into this case. A glove was found like 2 miles away that is consistent with the glove that is found in this surveillance footage, but it's black and white surveillance footage, and it's a black latex glove. You walk
2
around
miles away.
Yes,
I didn't see that. Really?
Yeah,
I guess I didn't pay that much attention to it.
You walk around any major city in the U.S. and you're gonna find fucking gloves and shit like that.
Well, Tucson is not a huge city. I'm just saying
it's not, but it's. I mean,
there's 1 million people there, but it's like fucking so spread out that it's
that's true.
So I think the chances of finding a latex glove is not as crazy as you think.
I could walk downtown now and find 2 or 3. I bet. I'm just saying. I think it's a little ridiculous to just. Yeah, dude. Trash is everywhere. I could definitely find in a place like Tucson, Arizona. I'm not like saying that place is like home for criminals or anything like that, but it's a warmer climate. You're gonna have let's call it homeless people that are struggling and stuff like that. There's gonna be a lot more trash that is just inherently gonna come in these kind of places.
So you're discrediting the glove is what you're saying.
I don't love the glove.
So especially if it's 2 miles away.
Yeah. Yep. It's like I think it was like 1.8 or 1.9 or something like that. I don't think it was exactly 2 miles, but we have this footage of this guy who's, they're saying approximately 5'9" to 5'10", which is a pretty good approximation. Average build. He's wearing a mask and these gloves and then carrying this backpack. And initially they had no idea, right? You were saying that everyone's completely at a loss, but it's the modern age. I don't know why all of this has been going on. We've completely also missed a huge part of this, is that ransom letters have been sent, and they haven't been sent directly to the family, right? They've been sent to the media saying, we need this. Particularly, they're asking for the first letters were asking for Bitcoin from the family. And then all of a sudden, this becomes this huge story because, one, the media is getting the letters. And also, we have Savannah Guthrie, who's still on TV.
She's on the media. Yeah. Wasn't it being sent to TMZ?
Yes. It was sent to TMZ, which is also not just the media. It's TMZ, like
the gossip.
Maybe the gossip column in the world. This story is crazy. Well, that's what I think. There's the later letters. I think they've kind of stopped interacting or trying to, because when the first letters came in, Savannah initially it's like, hey, we want to get in contact with you. We're trying to get you this money. Please, can we help? Like, how can we help her? And then silence. And then they're like, hey, can we get any evidence that she's still alive? And nothing, right? And then these other letters start coming in after that are all claiming different things. And I think that is the point where At this point, I think it should be said the FBI is offering $100,000 reward for any information leading to Nancy's return or an arrest. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. If any of our listeners, all 5 of you, have any information, please reach out to the FBI. Well, and don't record yourself farting or anything like that. They take it super seriously.
They did. Well, Savannah put out a video in the last couple of days that was just a plead again, another plead.
Yeah.
As close as this is to Mexico, makes me think that this could be she's gone forever. Tucson is what, maybe 100 miles from the Mexican border, if not less.
Is it that far south?
Tucson's right. Pretty close.
It's way down there.
Pretty close. I would say within
you think they're just straight miles. Across the border? Oh, dude,
makes sense to me.
It's way down there. I don't know if it's quite that close, but it's.
No, I think it's 100 miles. I think.
Yeah.
I think I remember looking it up when I would the last time I was in Tucson.
Yeah.
Cartel driven. You know what I mean? Especially asking for Bitcoin.
Do you think this is? So there's kind of I don't want to call it an unspoken rule, and I'm not trying to help anyone that's going to be doing any kidnappings or anything like that. But the worst thing that you can do is involve the media, right? You want to make it quick and you want to go directly with the family and get this done before it blows up into something. And it's the money. Exact opposite. Yeah. But what else are they doing then? If this is the cartels, well,
yeah,
she very well could be.
Yeah. If it was the cartel, they would have already got it done.
Yeah. But it just seems so strange. They went completely opposite of how they say you're going to get away with it. Where it's keep a low profile and keep it quick. Well, I think we can do a little wrap up on the Nancy Guthrie story, but she's also she has a pacemaker and the family's saying that it's not necessarily it. Apparently it stopped registering to the app that she has to use it. It hasn't gone offline yet. So they're thinking that it would definitely register if she was dead.
So they would know if it stopped working.
Correct. Yeah. If her heart stopped, the pacemaker stops. I guess I don't even know that. That's crazy.
If your heart would just keep beating, they don't know where it's at. No, they don't know where it's at. They can't track it at all.
No, which is so crazy. I don't know how they lost this lady, although she's an older lady, so maybe she doesn't have the same technologies that we all do. It's crazy that all of this is happening in the modern world and that this hasn't been completely figured out already.
Yeah, after 3 weeks.
Such a high profile case.
Yeah, with the FBI this much involved.
Everyone is involved. They're throwing the fucking kitchen sink at this thing, dude.
Yeah, she's in Mexico. That's why.
So we were talking the Better Call Saul opening season features this family that fakes their own disappearance and they just go camping in the woods behind their house. And I was like, I wonder if they just made her disappear to make a bunch of money off this stuff. But I don't think so.
No way.
I think that does quite the disservice to. She's way too old to be doing any of that stuff.
What's the motive? Literally, it's just a Today Show host. How is this making her more famous or more money? I think it's just someone
it's
probably
for sure, dude.
I just think it's probably someone from Mexico that's they get maybe one channel on the TV and it happens to be the Today Show that plays and sees this, finds out her mom lives close to them and fucking steals and then tries to. My guess is they're probably negotiating right now and they're just not telling us. Or
that's another thing. The police have been incredibly tight to the chest on all of this, right? It took forever to get any of this information. Like you were saying earlier, it's first they didn't have any information and now they have this and that and this and that. But I think that's almost the police are holding on to whatever they can. And then I think eventually they get to the point where man, I think we got to release everything because we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah. And that's that's happened throughout history. Yeah. There has been things where they just like hold information until they like can't hold it anymore because people are getting in an outrage like through the course of time. Yeah, let's hope they find her. That'd be crazy if they find her alive.
But this is a crazy story, and I definitely think we'll need to keep updating on this because to me, it's got to be one of the biggest like actual news stories that isn't just a conspiracy thing that dominates the stuff that we care about. This is like headline news. Like NBC literally cut away from their broadcast of the U.S. competing in the Olympics to go to this news story. Unprecedented.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, just when this development happened in this last, like, I think it was around the 8th or something like that, when they had some significant development in this case, they literally cut from the Olympics to feature this and then went back.
It's probably like the biathlon. It wasn't like figure skating.
Dude. Biathlon's dope, dude.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying, like, they're not stopping figure skating for it. They're going to be like something that everyone's like,
oh, dude, yeah. Well, it's like, it reminds me of like when they cut from the NBA finals to put fucking OJ's escape on TV.
Oh, you remember that? Like
no, like, I don't remember that.
Exactly.
I was like,
was it
4
really
years
the finals?
Old. Yeah, dude.
I remember watching it as a kid.
I think it was Bulls Pistons.
Wow.
I could be wrong. That sounds like two teams from the... Oh, no, I guess... I don't know. That doesn't sound right, though. I know that they...
I thought Bulls Pistons played in... Well, they play in like the...
They're both Eastern Conference, so I don't think
they're like Eastern Conference championships.
That's probably like Bulls Jazz or something like that.
Was it? I thought it was like Bulls Trailblazers is what you're thinking, because I feel like the Trailblazers played the Bulls a lot. But
this is us being super knowledgeable about basketball.
Let's move on.
I think that's a good call for us to move the fuck on.
Exactly.
Jamie, back to things that we do know a fuck ton about. What have you watched this week?
I watched Said Help, the new Sam Raimi movie. Why?
How awesome is it?
I already told you that I watched it, so you're just pretending like you're surprised right now.
Well, now I'm mad about it all over again because it's been an hour that we've been talking, and I forgot.
Yeah. We have been talking a long time, and mostly you. Just saying.
Hey, way she goes, bud.
In typical Jamie fashion, I'm going to say it's a phenomenal movie. It was tense. Parts of the ending I didn't love.
Okay.
There was
funny.
Some pretty... Not really. I just like kind of like felt bad for Rachel McAdams.
Oh yeah, quite a bit. I just feel bad for her a lot.
Why? Oh, just because
like so pretty.
Yeah. Well, just like...
And so successful. I just feel bad for Rachel McAdams a lot.
I said Rachel McAdams' character in the show I felt bad for. There are some fucking killer scenes in this movie, though. Like, super graphic and awesome. Like, it doesn't seem like a horror movie other than where we, like, file anything under if it gives you that anxiety. It's a horror movie kind of thing. But there are a couple scenes in this where you're just like, oh fuck, where like where the normal people are like hiding and you and I are just like,
yeah, this is one of those ones where we cheer in the theater kind of thing.
I will also say that being new to like the city life and just like being like a country boy, I went to the AMC like downtown or Center City, Philadelphia to watch this movie, and did not know that they have chairs that have speakers and built into them and then also fucking vibrate upon things that happen in movies. I did not know this was a thing that happened. So like parts like where like there's a giant ass plane crash, right?
Yeah.
And when it starts like crashing, my chair is fucking shaking along with like speakers behind me.
Dude, we went to Shrek at Universal. We saw this.
We did not go to Shrek because Shrek has been canceled for a while. Or not canceled, but it's been gone for a while. But I didn't know that's Shrek. I didn't know that was a thing you just had in regular movie theaters. Did you?
I didn't know that. No, I thought it was just Shrek. It was a whole thing that was marketed.
It kind of blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck? Like, at first I didn't think it would start shaking, but it started shaking. I was like, this is
cool.
Insane. It was pretty awesome.
Wasn't just because it was so loud and they didn't have the chairs down, like tightened down enough?
No, not at all. It was the fact that they did this. That's such a stupid joke. I can't laugh. I'm not laughing at you.
I'm legitimately like, I think Steamboat could maybe get away with it because I don't think anything's been done to renovate that theater since like it was built in like 2001.
They just renovated it.
No, I know.
But they made it into like an artsy. They like painted they put carpet down and like, we're now artists.
They didn't even do carpet. I don't think they changed anything. I think they just changed ownership.
Well,
anyways, please sponsor us, Wild Horse Theater. I'd love to go for free.
I also did find out about AMC does a subscription service, kind of like Netflix. It is for if you want to go watch movies at their movie theater.
Like my guy.
And it's pretty reasonably priced. And so I am super stoked about it. And so we're not sponsored at all by AMC, but I'm just going to tell you, kudos. You just wrote me into watching movies at your theater because of this. And they focus on horror a lot, and I love it. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited because like we watch a lot of horror movies and we watch a lot of them at home, but there really is nothing like going to a movie theater and watching it, not just like in the louder, bigger screen, but like with the people, stuff like that. So anything that they can do that we can promote to keep theaters alive, I think that, yeah, let's just
give big ups to that. Movie theater. I love the movie theater.
I love the movie theater. I love the movie theater.
I will forever go. You know what's great is like you can't be on your cell phone.
I love it.
So
turn this shit off.
Get your fucking cell phone off. Because if I'm at home watching a horror movie, I'll find myself like, I'm like, fuck, God damn it. But like, not a second will I do it in the movie theater.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you're gonna get yelled at, and you're just too sensitive to get yelled at, for sure.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've been yelled at before. I am sensitive.
I've been chewed out before.
Go watch Send Help. I'm not going to give you any spoilers or anything.
Sam Raimi though has like a pretty like good track record of like scary but funny. This is not like necessarily like a funny movie. I guess I don't know. I don't think that like we have the Evil Deads. I didn't even realize he directed the Multiverse of Madness, but then
it's because he didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he did. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Spider-Man.
No, he did Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
The Tobey Maguire
one. Yep.
And yes, he did.
The big one,
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm sorry.
We have the series Ash vs. Evil Dead, but the big one that I remember being like a huge deal was Drag Me to Hell with Justin Long. And I thought that movie was fucking awesome. And it was funny and quirky, just like those kind of like Evil Dead movies were. Also really fucking weird and scary.
Army of Darkness was one of my favorite movies as a kid forever.
I don't even know if I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Army of Darkness is
definitely haven't seen this.
It's the third Evil Dead movie.
No shit. Yeah. No, I haven't seen this at all.
They take a turn. So it's instead of like it being him in a house, he gets sucked into a different world through the Necronomicon. And instead of being horror, it's just hilarious. And it is, wow, I cannot believe you've never seen this. It is brilliant.
I'm sorry, dude. All right, I will like literally watch it, maybe even tonight. I gotta see it.
Bruce
also,
Campbell,
I didn't know that he directed
his finest.
The Quick and the Dead was Sam Raimi. That is a
I don't know what that
movie.
Is. No,
you never seen it? Yeah, you have. You've seen The Quick and the Dead. It's like a Western movie where it's pretty much like a gun battle tournament where like
nope,
people show up to okay, my request to you is to go watch that movie. It's not a horror movie at all, but dude, it's so good. You have freaking, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. He's the kid.
Oh, so it's like in the 90s kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, late 90s. Maybe even early 2000s.
Well, what 95. other than the Multiverse of Madness was the last movie that Sam Raimi did before this?
Well, I just remember the big one because, like, I honestly didn't even remember recently. That he did the Spider-Man movies. No, but I do remember Drag Me to Hell. I love Drag Me to Hell. I thought it was awesome. So I was curious if this one was going to have that Evil Dead. I thought that Drag Me to Hell had a similar type feel to it, where it's crazy, but also has some like funny tones to it that kind of like make it a little bit lighthearted at points that give the more gruesome points like more clarity. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure that
awkward pause.
Rachel McAdams and those guys had a point where, like, I don't know. I know the story of the movie is pretty much like this chick that's mad at her boss, and then they end up stranded on an island together, and she loses her mind or whatever. But do we get like a point?
Do you want me to tell you like the synopsis of it, or I was just trying to like be pretty vague about it and just say I watched it? And
I would be vague because it's what, like a week out. It's been in theaters for a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say let's leave it vague at this point because I'm excited to actually watch it. And I hate it when I get shit spoiled for me.
I could probably tell you the whole movie right now. So
don't do that.
No, it starts.
So what? No. All right. What else do we watch?
She has a cockatoo.
Oh, a cockatoo. Okay, perfect.
Okay. What else did we watch? I didn't watch anything together with you because
we did.
We
watched Him and Hers.
Oh yes.
Yep.
I watched it and I was like, sorry,
I watched it all in one night.
Well, I feel like you were like, you're asking me to watch something. I'm like, oh, I can't. I watched an entire series in one night.
Oh, what did I tell you to watch? It was so good. I can't even remember. You're like, I can't do it. I got to watch this other show.
All right. So a little Him and Hers is on Netflix. It's a limited series, so it's not going to ever happen again. It's just this and that's it.
I like that for this show.
It's a show about a recently separated couple where one is a small town cop and the other one is a news reporter.
Yep.
And then they slowly fight, or they come together.
They battle
in this, or come together and battle in a murder that happens in their town that links them all together.
Yeah, it's a multiple murder mystery that kind of unravels itself as it goes through. Yeah, what'd you think, dude?
I thought it was super entertaining. Yes, let's just go from start to finish. I don't want to jump into the end because that's what I want to talk about. But I thought it was pretty good. Like it kept my attention. The only thing that like just kind of annoyed me was like the whole hiding the phone and stuff like that.
For sure.
For the longest time. I feel like the last 2 or 3 episodes really were like killer. I thought that the middle ones were just kind of like, okay.
I think it did a really good job on the setup. The middle definitely dragged on a lot. It probably could have been like 2 episodes shorter, I think. The ending was good. I was definitely like, I didn't see the ending coming the way that it turned out. Exactly how it was supposed to turn out. I 100% saw how it was going to play out, but I didn't see who the big person at the end was. Definitely caught me by surprise.
So I predicted from the beginning the first original like reveal. That's what I thought. I was like, it's this person.
Yeah.
And in that episode where they're like reveal it, I'm like,
called it.
I was like, I called it. However, this is the first like 15 minutes of the like hour-long finale. I'm like, something doesn't set right with me right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, unless it's Stranger Things where you're just going to get the first 15 or 20 minutes of the finale is phenomenal, and the rest is just people hugging.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Sure.
If you decide to do it that way, but they just did that. So, but yeah, no, I didn't quite see the ending coming as much as you did.
Not the
I kind of had an idea though.
The ending, the very end part,
yeah,
like the second twist, I was like,
yep,
I loved it. Did you not?
For sure. Yeah, no, I thought that it was good. It didn't catch me or it caught me a lot by surprise, but I didn't love it. Like I don't know. I'm a little disbelief about it. I think I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil anything. Because I think that it's 100% worth watching. Definitely go watch it.
Well, it's on Netflix. They can watch it. Are you just...
Yeah, dude.
You just don't think this person is capable because of their age?
Well, now you're getting a little too far there, bud. Yeah, 100%.
Everyone just like freezes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, maybe mild spoilers.
But at the end of the day, I thought the show was good. And I would definitely recommend checking it out.
All right.
Along this same line, I watched The Beast in Me, which is the Claire Danes vehicle, I would call it, which if you ever seen Homeland, it's pretty much like if you took the main chick from Homeland and made her a true crime writer, super stressed out, pretty much annoying most of the time, which she does. Like it's almost, she's so good at it that I don't fault her acting for it. It's that the character is supposed to be annoying. And I'm not supposed to not like her.
Yeah, she definitely sucks for sure in that first episode.
Yeah. And then, hold on. I got to find the name of this dude because he is a show stealer.
You almost think about it like Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones, where the whole movie you're just like so annoyed with the girl in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait.
Holding a potato.
This is just brilliant. Is this brilliant acting? Because you've literally done your job so well that I just fucking am so annoyed with you.
But it's literally like she takes the exact character that we have. And I don't know. Did you watch Homeland at all?
No.
All right. Well, you should because it's an amazing series. I would want to say from start to finish, but it's at least like 8 seasons long. You don't have the time for it.
No, I tried to rewatch Dexter and I got like 4 seasons in. I was like, I don't got time for this.
Anyways, so Claire Danes does an awesome job being Claire Danes. Not even the character that she's supposed to play. She's just Claire Danes. I'm pretty sure she's like manic depressive as a human. So she plays the character.
Wow, that's like forward. Well. That's forward to assume that on Claire Danes. That's kind of rude, to be honest with you.
But her co-star in this series, Matthew Rice, he has this look in his eyes and you can tell he's a piece of shit from the very fucking beginning of this show. And his actions, the way that I am honestly 100%. It's the best part of the entire show is his acting. He is so good. He's exactly what he every single scene that he's in. When you finish this up, you're going to be like, wow, that was such a fantastic job acting this character the guy is supposed to play the other way around. I have to give it to him. It's unbelievably good. Again, go check this one out. It's quite good. The twist to me there's not like a huge twist, but it's the trials and tribulation of the show that make it what it is in this one. It's not like a gotcha kind of thing. It's just one of those that the characters are so good that you want to pay attention because you care about them and you are super fascinated by how they work.
Well, how long is this like similar in length as
it's the same thing. It's a 6 episode miniseries. Okay. 8 episode miniseries. Again, probably could be cut down to like 6 episodes, whereas the other one maybe could be cut down into 4. I don't know.
Did you like this better than His and Hers?
I think that this had a better story. Yeah, I like this one better than His and Hers.
All right.
Yep.
He has spoken.
I did watch something you recommended the last time we did this. I watched Bone Lake, and talk about a predictable story.
Yes, I told you. Like that first
within 10 minutes of the movie, I knew what was happening.
And I'm not that guy either. Sick. How's it not?
Yeah.
That first scene, you're like, this is going to be so sick. And then you're like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Just JK, LOL.
Even even the first couple scenes, but almost immediately, you're like, oh, what? I'm just going to spoil it because it doesn't fucking matter. Anyone that watches the movie and is like, oh, I don't know if they did it or not, is 100% going to be like, yeah, they definitely did it. Yeah, it's so obvious. I haven't seen a movie that gave it away that fucking easy in a long time.
Well, did you predict that they're not a brother and sister? Because that was the weirdest fucking part.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the only part I didn't think. I was like, I think that
maybe not right away, but I think pretty soon after I was like, yeah, these guys are
cheers.
They're definitely responsible and they're definitely brother and sister. They're fucking weirdos.
They are weird. I think that was the only part that got me for the gas. Like I think of my time in like corporate America when you would have to make performance reviews on people.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what you need to do is write a word sandwich. They're like, you just write something. You write something that's like, not like, that's like, you have opportunities, and then you write something in the middle that's just like whatever is fluff. And then at the end, you put the things that you really want to get accomplished.
Yep.
This movie did that to me. They wrote a beginning that I was like, oh, this is sick. They threw a whole bunch of fluff into the middle. And then the last 15 minutes, I was like, murders. I'm like, that part was sick.
Yeah, it was just so predictable. You said that I wasn't going to like it. And it's not that I didn't like it, because I don't think having the reveal be as obvious it was necessarily takes away from the movie too much. I was entertained for sure the entire movie, but it didn't keep me in the suspense like I like my horror to do, where it kind of like makes me wonder who's behind things and what's going to happen next. It was pretty pretty easy.
Yeah, the best part was the opening. Sex and violence.
Yeah,
sex and violence.
That was yeah. That's what I have to report back on Bone Lake. I just wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, me neither. Here's Netflix rolling, dude. Just like Netflix showing.
I did. Yeah. I went on a big Netflix kick.
Well,
I just bumped from app to app pretty much.
Yeah. To continue the Netflix thing.
Yeah, dude, let's give him a Netflix bump.
My last thing is always the documentary, because I'm the chief documentary watcher of this group.
You're a club treasurer / documentarian.
Well, I watched the investigation of Lucy Letby.
Okay.
Do you remember the story at all?
No, not at all.
So she's a nurse at a hospital in Great Britain or London.
This was literally happening before I was born.
No, it did not. This happened like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, if that.
Okay. This must be a different Lucy Letby then.
That you're looking up?
Mm-hmm.
No, because like they have like video.
Oh, she was like born 4th of January 1990.
Right. Why don't you let me do the talking, okay? So
I digress, dude.
She was arrested.
I digressed. Just go.
I'm talking. Shut the fuck up. She was arrested for the murder of 7 newborn kids in the hospital where she was a nurse at. And
I hate this.
The evidence they have is that she was on staff all the time when those happens.
Yep.
She signed off on certain like things that happened to them, or like certain like medicine that went to them. Apparently some of them got not morphine. What am I trying to say?
Oh, these ones make me feel gross. I don't like kid deaths.
No, it was, what's the stuff for diabetes? I can't think of the name of it. Insulin. So they were like pumped insulin into them and like to slowly kill them.
Dude, this literally happened. Did you watch? I think you watched the newest, or like that Dexter season where he's the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You started
I'm sure
with that
that's
one.
where they got. I'm sure that's where they got it from, where he like slowly pumped a little bit insulin to kill. But so these 7 kids were killed, and they decided, they arrested her for it. She never admitted to anything. They don't the only proof they really had was she wrote a couple notes. There was like, I'm a killer. Am I a killer? But we find out that was like after she was arrested for it, just like, and they put it out of context.
Yeah.
And then they said that once she left the hospital, those murders stopped happening.
Coincidence?
Yeah. And that pretty much all the evidence they have of that happening to her.
Yeah, but she's been convicted, right?
Oh yeah, she's completely like she's arrested.
Yeah, she's in jail.
She's in jail.
Yeah. All right. I don't think you said that she's in jail for life.
Yes. Watching this, I don't know if she
doesn't look good.
Well, I don't think she did it.
No shit.
The only thing that made me think that she did it was she kept being like, no comment, no comment, no comment, which is very smart for her.
That is not an admission of guilt. I hate that.
No,
shit.
She was just like, she literally just like, they were like, you're refusing to testify. She's like, no, she knows that
it looks awful.
Anything she says is going to, and that's like, literally, that's what they got her on it.
Yeah. Guilty people get lawyers. No, they don't. Smart people get lawyers. I don't like that. What you're saying, like not what you actually said, but like I hate that using this and that against someone, like refusing to comment on something, like no, like this is not my time and place. Like I don't like that being used against people, but it is a court of public opinion as much as it's a court of law.
Two things I hated about this. The biggest thing was the two of the main people that interviewed in this entire show like didn't want to show their face, so instead of like blacking them out, they just completely used AI for their voice and person. Weird. And so it literally like makes me think that neither of these people are like credible in that situation, even though they're like, one of them is one of the mothers where the baby or their baby was killed, and the other one is like Lucy's best friend growing up or went to college together.
Yeah.
But both of them are just like AI generated the whole time.
Weird. Okay, so I have a question, and maybe they address this in the documentary since you watched it. I know that the U.S. has a lot of different levels of courts that you can pretty much just like petition your sentencing to. Is this being like protested? I guess I would call it. Like by Lucy Letby. No, she's just taken her sentence and that's it.
Not that I'm aware of. I assume after this whole thing that yes, but there was a doctor that they show in the documentary that like went on record and like was like, hey, like discredited some of the things the hospital was doing. Like,
yeah.
And it was like, he was like, hey, I don't think she did this on the things that you're pushing towards.
Huh.
They also show like, yes, she was there so much because the hospital was so severely understaffed that she pretty much worked every day.
Well, and like, were these like kids like super healthy, or were they like, was she working in like a ICU unit or anything?
She was working in an ICU unit. She was working because she was the most tenured nurse. So she was working with most of the kids that were.
I hate you so much, but I have to go watch this. God damn it.
I mean, like, literally, it was like,
but this is the kind of shit that I actually like. These are the documentaries I like, where like, oh, it's not the same story. Like, I say it all the time. It's not the same story we've always heard. It's just something new.
This is my job with being chief documentary.
Thank you.
I'm
pumped.
Can get you guys to watch these things, even though there's nothing we can do about it. But like,
I will 100% yell at you because I guarantee you I'm going to have an adversarial view of what you have. But I have to go watch this.
I don't think she did it. That's what I'm going to start with.
You're crazy, dude. You're crazy. I can already tell you that you're crazy.
You think she did it?
I don't know, dude. I'm just watching, man. I'm just telling you, it's tough to sentence someone to
4 episodes.
Life sentences for not doing it.
Like they don't have DNA, they don't have anything other than the fact that she was there.
Yeah,
and her testimonial.
Very curious.
And I'm going to leave you with that.
Hell yeah, dude. You ready for questions from the crypt? My favorite segment where I get to ask you questions that you don't want to answer.
Oh my gosh, I sure am.
All right, Jamie, you ready? Can I get a round of applause or like a drum roll? All right, question number 1. I got 2 today. All right, Jamie, choose from these villains the most dominant pro athlete. Okay. Now you have to not just name which one is the most dominant, but what sport they'd be the most dominant in. We have Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Nosferatu, and Predator.
Is this all Olympic sports or just sports in general?
You would get to pick the sport.
Okay. I get to pick what sport they're the best in?
Yeah, I mean, like, which one dominates? Like, you can, like, think about it and decide which one is just gonna be which one's gonna be the Tom Brady of their sport. You know, the one that just defeated the Broncos over and over again.
Shut the fuck up. Will you say their names again?
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface. Okay. Couple of bigs. Then we have Nosferatu and Predator.
I think Predator would absolutely slay at hide and seek.
on the ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Yeah.
God damn, I didn't even think of that. That's so good.
But also maybe rugby.
Oh, okay.
Or soccer because of how fast they are.
Yeah.
I think Jason and Michael would have to be something like strong-willed. Like Michael Myers would be able to like kill, like throwing, like what's the spit, the long spit.
Oh yeah, the hammer throw,
the javelin or hammer
Michael
throw.
Myers, I think could be like, I don't know if you're gonna find a. Well, actually, no, it's gonna be Jason. It's gonna be your king of the javelin throw.
No, he's definitely darts or like a knife thrower. Jason to me is because he fucking
do you remember
killed.
Do you remember when they used to have like the lumberjack Olympics on ESPN?
They still have them.
Do you think Leatherface just cleans house there?
No, he just runs around like a chainsaw. Hold on. This is my stage. This is my microphone. I am the painter. Let me paint.
Paint, dude.
All right. So Mike Myers, what did I say? He said he is the hammer throw.
Yep.
Or the shot put. That's what it is.
Yep.
Jason, axe throwing or darts.
Okay. He's accurate.
Yes.
From a distance. Yep. I will give you that for sure.
I'd say Leatherface would be like American Gladiators or something like that, where you have to like. He's just like
you're fending off
like,
things
like a crazy fucking person with a chainsaw. I don't think there's any like sport thing that he would be good at.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe he does the lumberjack, like the chainsaw thing, and that's it.
Do you think he'd be good in like an MXC type challenge?
No, I don't think he's horribly athletic at all.
I don't think so either. I don't know. They're going up the mountain thing, where like the boulders come down to him and he just keeps kind of just going up and cutting things in half. Okay.
I don't think he is athletic at all. And I think he only can like swirl around with a chainsaw and that's it.
It's totally fair.
Hellraiser is like chess.
I didn't have Hellraiser here. Nosferatu is.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yep.
Nosferatu would make a really good like head coach in the NFL. Because he could just like use his brain to like signal to the other people to do, or he could signal to the opposite team to do bad.
Yeah, he's calling plays without There's no signs. They're just going straight into the head. Yeah. I can see him working well with Peyton Manning.
Yeah, but like as for showing like athletic prowess, he's never showed us anything other than in the new one, he showed he had a giant dong. Yeah. And then he walked really slow and talked really slow. And that's all we saw.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of trouble during day games as well.
Yeah, it would have to be night games and that would be it.
Yeah.
But he's a coach. I mean, he's up there. He can use his brain.
Do you think he'd be better at a thing like basketball, all indoors, hockey potentially, baseball, no go for sure. Although he can hide in the dugout, I don't know.
I'm thinking about what I think he could be
good in baseball actually.
So I don't think so. I think literally we've saw nothing athletic from him. All I've seen from both movies is him just walking like this and mind controlling someone else. To me, that's a coach.
Yep. Yeah, he's a coach.
Please elaborate how you think he's good at baseball.
I think that he's a good reader. Like he can influence people quite well. I think that he's going to read some minds out on the field. And I think he's going to be able to pick up. He's got pretty good vision, I think. He's going to be able to pick up a slider when he sees a slider. He's going to be able to pick a fastball from the grip on the ball. That's just a thought.
Yeah, but the way he dies at the end with the sun shows me that he really could do nothing. He's not.
Yeah, he didn't pay much attention to what time it was. Bad attention to detail. Yeah, maybe he's just not cut out for sports. Maybe he's a reader.
I think a lot of these people are cut out for sports, other than
but not
the
him.
first two. Yeah.
Yep. Predator, though. I mean, pick a sport, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
name it. He's dangling through people in hockey. He's running a silent snap in football. I mean, tush push for sure. Like, there's no one stopping that. He's literally invisible.
What about a side question from me to you?
Yeah.
Do you think Predator can kill every single one of the people listed?
I think that Predator can kill everyone except for it's really tough to tell if Michael Myers. I don't think he's killing Michael Myers because you just literally can't do it.
Well, Jason Voorhees but everyone else dies either.
Yeah, but he can die. You have to resurrect him, but he can die. There's in one of them, lightning strikes the fucking tombstone and it reawakens him, right?
Fair enough.
So,
Michael Myers just is always alive. Yeah.
But Predator fucks, dude. And I guarantee he's killing everyone. I don't think, he rips Michael Myers' head off. Although, never mind. Michael Myers has lost his head before. I don't think he can kill Michael Myers because it's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you watch the new Badlands?
No, I haven't seen I saw Prey. That's the most recent one I've seen.
I heard Badlands is good. I haven't seen it yet. All right. You have another question?
Fantastic. Yeah, I have one more. All right. So these are movie villains you'd actually hang out with, spending a night partying, road tripping, or just kind of hanging out after a show, right? Okay. We have the Firefly family, House of 1,000 Corpses. Okay. The Lost Boys. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Gremlins, or Dracula.
I would probably hang out with the Lost Boys or Dracula.
Interesting. You don't think the Killer Clowns would be fun?
No, they'd probably try to kill me.
Yeah, they're going to kill you for sure.
Dracula or the Lost Boys are just going to drink with me and want to make me a vampire and then make me part of their... And
then you're just partying forever.
Yeah. So
what about Gremlins, dude?
Well,
that was my go-to. I like the Gremlins.
I love it. You've never seen Gremlins.
I watched it this year, dude.
You did watch it?
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a masterpiece. But
yeah,
they're great to hang out with if you're a gremlin. But if you're just a regular human, like you saw how stressful she was working in that bar when they're just like,
they're throwing shit everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're not super, like we were just talking, like, you know, sometimes it's just more important to be a better vibe than it is to be a better coworker.
Yeah. Nope. They keep with their kind for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Which was also a lot of fun.
And Lost Boys, dude. Like again, how do you even compete with that? You look at the cast alone.
Yeah.
A couple guys you want to go hang out with.
I don't understand how he like stayed away from being a lost boy, the main character, Michael, because like the girl he was in love with was also a vampire. Those dudes were all there, all just wanted to be his friend. They had a killer time just being friends and killing other like security guards and stuff. Like, yeah. I'd be a Lost Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get to see that saxophone player Lost all Boys, the time.
Obviously.
I still believe.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the end of our episode of Horror Whiskey Company. Jamie still believes. Take it away.
You say, I'll do this. You say everything.
All right, folks. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to get up in the chats for the boys. All right. Big thing. If you get 1,000 followers on YouTube by the end of the year, I'm going to only drink Cosmos for 1 year. So the sooner we get to that, the sooner I can acknowledge my fate as real, the sooner I can start drinking pink things. Okay. I think with that, it's time to wrap it up, Jamie. Let's just stay weird,
stay wicked,
and stay wasted.